Question 1. Question on Medicaid and Medicare. Which of the following statements accurately describes the Medicaid program in Maryland? A. Medicaid in Maryland provides coverage only for low-income children and pregnant women. B. Medicaid in Maryland is available to low-income individuals, families, seniors, and persons with disabilities. C. Medicaid in Maryland is solely a federal program and does not incorporate any state-specific eligibility criteria. D. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is based exclusively on age and not income level. Answer: B. Medicaid in Maryland is available to low-income individuals, families, seniors, and persons with disabilities. Explanation: Medicaid is a joint federal and state program, meaning each state administers its own Medicaid program within federal guidelines. In Maryland, Medicaid provides health coverage to low-income individuals, including families, seniors, children, pregnant women, and persons with disabilities. Maryland's Medicaid program includes various eligibility pathways, which often require meeting both income and categorical criteria, e.g. disability, age, family size. It is incorrect to say that it covers only specific populations as stated in option A, or that it is solely federal, option C. Eligibility is not based exclusively on age, option D, but also on income and other factors. Question 2. Scenario-based question on special enrollment periods. SEPS. John has been employed with a company for the past 2 years. He was recently offered a new job with better benefits, including a comprehensive health insurance plan. He decided to leave his current position and begin working at the new company starting on February 1st. He has also been informed that he may qualify for a special enrollment period SEP for healthcare insurance coverage. What should John do to ensure he secures health insurance coverage without penalty? A. Wait until the new job's open enrollment period to apply for coverage. B. Apply for health insurance coverage under the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange within 60 days of leaving his current job. C. John should not worry about applying for coverage because he can join his new job's insurance plan at any time. D. John must wait until the next annual open enrollment period to apply for coverage, regardless of the SEP. Answer: B. Apply for health insurance coverage under the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange within 60 days of leaving his current job. Explanation: under the Affordable Care Act, individuals who experienced a qualifying life event, such as losing a job or changing employment, are eligible for a special enrollment period SEP. John has lost coverage through his current employer, which qualifies him for SEP. He must apply for new health insurance coverage within 60 days of the qualifying event, leaving his job through the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange or his new employer's health plan to avoid a gap in coverage. Option is incorrect because open enrollment periods are typically fixed, and waiting until the next period could result in a penalty or lack of coverage. Option C is not correct because John cannot join his new employer's insurance at any time. He must apply according to the employer's enrollment schedule. Option D is incorrect because he does not need to wait until the next open enrollment period. He qualifies for SEP. Question 3. Question on coordination of benefits in the event of a claim where an individual is covered by two health insurance plans. Which of the following is true regarding the coordination of benefits COB process? A. The primary plan pays first and the secondary plan pays the remaining balance up to the policy limits. B. The secondary plan always pays a fixed percentage of the total cost regardless of the primary plan's payment. C. The secondary plan pays after the primary plan, but the insured must first pay the deductible for both plans. D. The primary plan only covers the cost of services for the insured, and the secondary plan will not cover any additional expenses. Answer A. The primary plan pays first, and the secondary plan pays the remaining balance up to the policy limits. Explanation: coordination of benefits COB ensures that individuals covered by multiple health insurance plans do not receive more than 100% of the total charges. In COB, the primary plan pays first and the secondary plan covers the remaining costs up to the policy limits. The secondary plan does not automatically pay a fixed percentage. Option B, nor does it require both deductibles to be met. Option C. Option D is incorrect because the secondary plan is intended to cover additional costs that the primary plan does not cover, not just the insured's services. COB rules vary slightly by insurer but are structured to prevent overpayment while ensuring sufficient coverage for the individual. Question 4. Question on health savings accounts HSAS. Which of the following is true regarding health savings accounts HSAS in Maryland? A. HSA contributions are tax deductible, but withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are taxed at the individual's tax rate. B. HSA contributions are made by the employer only and are not available for individual contributions. C. Funds in an HSA can be used to pay for qualified medical expenses at any time without tax, penalty, or penalty. D. HSAs are only available to individuals who are 65 years or older. Answer: C. Funds in an HSA can be used to pay for qualified medical expenses at any time without tax, penalty, or penalty. Explanation: Health savings accounts (HSAs) are tax-advantaged accounts that can be used to pay for qualified medical expenses. Contributions to an HSA are tax-deductible, and withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are tax-free. The funds in the HSA roll over from year to year and can be used at any time without tax penalty, as long as they are used for qualifying expenses. Option is incorrect because withdrawals for qualified medical expenses are not taxed. Option B is incorrect because both individuals and employers can contribute to an HSA. Option D is also incorrect because there is no age restriction for HSAs. They are available to anyone with a qualifying high deductible health age. Question 5. Question on long-term care insurance. Which of the following statements is correct regarding long-term care (LTC) insurance in Maryland? A. Long-term care insurance policies in Maryland are required to cover nursing home care for individuals under 65. B. Long-term care insurance benefits typically pay for services that help individuals with activities of daily living adults. C. Maryland requires all individuals over 60 to purchase long-term care insurance as a condition for receiving Medicaid benefits. D. Long-term care insurance can only be used in Maryland, and benefits are not available outside of the state. Answer: B. Long-term care insurance benefits typically pay for services that help individuals with activities of daily living adults. Explanation: Long-term care (LTC) insurance is designed to help cover the costs of services that assist with activities of daily living adults, such as bathing, dressing, and eating. LTC insurance is not mandated for people under 65, option A, and it is not required by Maryland for individuals over 60, option C. While some policies may limit coverage to in-state services, many LTC insurance policies offer coverage for services received outside of Maryland, option D, so this is generally not true. The primary purpose of LTC insurance is to help individuals who need long-term assistance due to age, illness, or disability, which aligns with option B. Question 6. Scenario-based question on claims and payment processes. Maria has just received a bill from her healthcare provider for a service she received. However, her insurance company has paid a portion of the bill and there is an outstanding balance. Upon reviewing her explanation of benefits, Maria sees that the payment was processed as out-of-network instead of in-network, and she believes this to be a mistake. What should Maria do in this situation? A. Maria should contact her healthcare provider directly to ask them to correct the claim to in-network status. B. Maria should wait until her next billing cycle before taking any action, as this is a routine issue. C. Maria should contact her insurance company to initiate an appeal and clarify the situation. D. Maria should pay the bill in full and accept that the insurance company's decision is final. Answer: C. Maria should contact her insurance company to initiate an appeal and clarify the situation. Explanation: If Maria believes that her insurance has incorrectly processed a claim as out-of-network instead of in-network, she should contact her insurance company to initiate an appeal. The insurance company can review the claim and make any necessary corrections. If the provider was, in fact, within network, the insurance should adjust the claim and reprocess the payment. Option is not the correct first step, as the insurance company, not the healthcare provider, is responsible for determining the network status. Option B suggests waiting, which may delay the resolution. Option D is incorrect because Maria has the right to appeal and challenge the insurance company's decision. Question 7. Question on coordination of benefits. If an individual is covered by two health insurance plans, which of the following best describes how coordination of benefits (COB) works? Say, the secondary plan always pays after the primary plan, but it never exceeds the amount the primary plan paid. B. The primary plan pays first and the secondary plan can pay for the balance, but the total amount paid cannot exceed 100% of the total costs. C. The primary plan pays first and the secondary plan automatically pays for the remaining balance, regardless of the primary plan's amount. D. The secondary plan must pay fixed amount regardless of the primary plan's payment. Answer: B. The primary plan pays first and the secondary plan can pay for the balance, but the total amount paid cannot exceed 100% of the total costs. Explanation. Coordination of benefits (COB) ensures that the total amount paid for a claim from both insurance plans does not exceed 100% of the total costs. The primary plan pays first and the secondary plan can cover the remaining balance. However, if the secondary plan pays more than the balance due, it may reduce the amount it reimburses. Option is partially correct, but it does not clarify that the total amount cannot exceed the total costs. Option C incorrectly states that the secondary plan automatically pays the remaining balance, regardless of the primary plan's amount. Option D is incorrect because the secondary plan does not automatically pay a fixed amount but coordinates based on the primary plan's payment. Question 8. Question on Affordable Care Act account impact on Maryland healthcare. How has the Affordable Care Act account impacted healthcare insurance in Maryland? A. The account has led to the elimination of Medicaid in Maryland and its replacement with private insurance plans. B. The account requires all Maryland residents to enroll in an insurance plan with penalties for non-compliance. C. The account has made it mandatory for Maryland to offer health insurance coverage to undocumented immigrants. D. The account has expanded access to Medicaid and created the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange to facilitate enrollment. Answer. D. The account has expanded access to Medicaid and created the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange to facilitate enrollment. Explanation. The Affordable Care Act account expanded Medicaid eligibility in Maryland, allowing more low-income individuals and families to access coverage. It also established the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange, the state's health insurance marketplace, which facilitates enrollment in both private insurance plans and Medicaid. Option is incorrect because Medicaid was not eliminated under the account. Option B is also incorrect. While the account mandates insurance coverage, penalties for non-compliance, the individual mandates were reduced to zero starting in 2019 for most states, although some states, including Maryland, may still impose penalties. Option C is incorrect because the account does not mandate health insurance for undocumented immigrants. Question 9. Question on Health Maintenance Organization, ATEM or plans. Which of the following is a characteristic of Health Maintenance Organization, ATEM plans in Maryland? A. ATEM plans require members to select a primary care physician (PCP) and obtain referrals to see specialists. B. ATEM plans allow members to see any specialist without a referral even if the specialist is out of network. So, HMO plans do not require members to choose a primary care physician, but they provide flexible coverage for out-of-network services. D. ATEM plans always cover out-of-network services at the same rate as in-network services. Answer A. ATEM plans require members to select a primary care physician (PCP) and obtain referrals to see specialists. Explanation. Health Maintenance Organization (ATEM) plans are structured to require members to choose a primary care physician (PCP) who coordinates all of the members' healthcare needs. If a member needs to see specialists, they must first get referral from their PCP. This helps control costs and ensures that the care is in line with the member's overall health plan. Option B is incorrect because HMO plans typically require referral to see specialists and services from out-of-network providers may not be covered. Option C is incorrect because HMO plans do require PCP and they usually have limited or no coverage for out-of-network services. Option D is incorrect because HMO plans usually do not cover out-of-network services unless there is an emergency. Question 10. Question on pre-existing conditions. Which of the following is true regarding coverage for pre-existing conditions under Maryland healthcare insurance plans? A. Maryland healthcare plans are not required to cover pre-existing conditions under any circumstances. B. Pre-existing conditions are not covered under any health insurance plan in Maryland for the first 12 months of coverage. C. Under Maryland health insurance laws, all healthcare plans must cover pre-existing conditions with no waiting period. D. Maryland health insurance plans may exclude coverage for pre-existing conditions if the individual has not had continuous coverage for the past 12 months. Answer. C. Under Maryland health insurance laws, all healthcare plans must cover pre-existing conditions with no waiting period. Explanation. Under both federal law via the Affordable Care Act and Maryland state law, health insurance plans must cover individuals with pre-existing conditions. There is no longer a waiting period or exclusion for pre-existing conditions. This is A critical protection for individuals who may have had previous health issues, ensuring that they have access to necessary healthcare. Option is incorrect because it would violate the ACAM Maryland laws. Option B is incorrect because there is no 12-month waiting period for pre-existing conditions under current laws. Option D is incorrect because the law mandates that pre-existing conditions must be covered regardless of prior coverage. Question 11. Question on high deductible health plan CHP. Which of the following is a primary feature of high deductible health plan in Maryland? A. Issues generally have higher monthly premiums and lower deductibles compared to other health plans. B. Issues typically have lower premiums but higher deductibles and out-of-pocket costs. C. Issues do not cover any healthcare services until the deductible is met. D. Issues are available only to individuals who are not eligible for Medicaid or Medicare. Answer: Hiteshi typically have lower premiums, but higher deductibles and out-of-pocket costs. Explanation: High deductible health plans generally have lower premiums compared to traditional health plans, but they also require individuals to pay higher deductibles and out-of-pocket costs before insurance coverage kicks in. These plans are often paired with health savings accounts (HSAs) to help individuals save for medical expenses tax-free. Option is incorrect because each pair have lower premiums and higher deductibles. Option C is incorrect because THPs cover services after the deductible is met, but they don't exclude all care until the deductible is reached. Option D is incorrect because THPs are available to anyone, including those eligible for Medicaid or Medicare, as long as they meet the requirements for NICHI. Question 12. Scenario-based question on Medicaid eligibility. James, a 62-year-old Maryland resident, has been out of work for 6 months and is seeking health coverage. He earns an income below the federal poverty line and is wondering whether he qualifies for Medicaid. Based on Maryland's Medicaid eligibility criteria, what should James do next? A. James should apply for Medicaid coverage immediately because he is below the federal poverty line. B. James must wait until he turns 65 before he can apply for Medicaid benefits in Maryland. C. James should first apply for a health insurance plan through the Maryland Health Benefit Exchange, as Medicaid is only for children and pregnant women. D. James should consult with a Medicaid eligibility specialist to confirm if he qualifies for the Medicaid program based on his income and circumstances. Answer: D. James should consult with a Medicaid eligibility specialist to confirm if he qualifies for the Medicaid program based on his income and circumstances. Explanation: Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is based on several factors, including income, age, disability status, and family size. James is likely to qualify for Medicaid based on his income, but there may be additional factors to consider. It is important for him to consult with a Medicaid eligibility specialist to confirm his eligibility. Option is too simplistic because other factors, e.g., age, household size, must also be considered. Option B is incorrect because James can qualify for Medicaid before age 65 if his income is below the federal poverty line. Option C is incorrect because Medicaid is not only for children and pregnant women, it covers a broader group of low-income individuals, including adults. Question 13. Question on Medicaid versus Medicare in Maryland. Which of the following best describes the difference between Medicaid and Medicare in Maryland? A. Medicaid provides healthcare coverage for individuals aged 65 and older, while Medicare is available for low-income individuals under 65. B. Medicare provides healthcare coverage for individuals aged 65 and older, while Medicaid is available for low-income individuals regardless of age. C. Medicare is a state-funded program, while Medicaid is a federally funded program. D. Medicaid and Medicare are both federally administered programs that offer the same coverage in Maryland. Answer: B. Medicare provides healthcare coverage for individuals aged 65 and older, while Medicaid is available for low-income individuals regardless of age. Explanation: Medicare is a federal program that provides healthcare coverage primarily for individuals aged 65 and older or those with certain disabilities. Medicaid, on the other hand, is a joint federal-state program that provides healthcare coverage to low-income individuals, regardless of age. Maryland's Medicaid program is funded in part by the federal government and in part by the state. Option is incorrect because Medicaid is not just for individuals aged 65 and older. Option C is incorrect because Medicare is federally funded and Medicaid is joint federal and state-funded program. Option D is incorrect because Medicaid and Medicare have different purposes, coverage structures, and eligibility requirements. Question 14. Question on explanation of benefits EOB. Which of the following is most likely to be included in an explanation of benefits EOB from a healthcare insurer in Maryland? A detailed breakdown of the premium amount for the policyholder's insurance coverage. B. A list of covered healthcare providers and their billing information. C. A summary of the medical services received, the amount paid by the insurer, and the patient's responsibility. D. A list of all medications prescribed to the patient during the healthcare visit. Answer: C. A summary of the medical services received, the amount paid by the insurer, and the patient's responsibility. Explanation: an explanation of benefits EOB is a document sent by the insurance company that provides a detailed breakdown of the medical services received, the amount paid by the insurer, and what the patient owes. It helps the insured understand how their claim was processed and what portion of the costs they are responsible for. Option is incorrect because premiums are typically detailed in billing statements, not EOBs. Option B is incorrect because EOBs focus on claims for services, not provider billing information. Option D is incorrect because EOBs do not list medications prescribed but rather focus on medical services. Question 15. Question on mental health coverage. Under Maryland's healthcare insurance laws, which of the following must be covered in all individual health insurance plans? A. Only inpatient mental health treatment is required to be covered. B. Mental health services must be covered at the same level as medical and surgical benefits. C. Mental health coverage is optional for individual health plans and can be excluded. D. Mental health benefits are only required for children under 18 years of age. Answer: B. Mental health services must be covered at the same level as medical and surgical benefits. Explanation: under the Mental Health Parity and Addiction Equity Act, which applies in Maryland, insurance plans must cover mental health services on par with medical and surgical benefits. This means that limitations or restrictions that apply to medical and surgical benefits cannot be more restrictive than those applied to mental health or substance use disorder services. Option is incorrect because both inpatient and outpatient mental health services must be covered. Option C is incorrect because mental health coverage is a mandated benefit under Maryland law. Option D is incorrect because mental health coverage is not limited to children. It applies to all covered individuals. Question 16. Question on dental and vision insurance. Which of the following statements best describes dental and vision coverage under Maryland healthcare plans? A. Dental and vision services are typically included in all Maryland healthcare plans with no additional cost. B. Dental and vision services are typically excluded from Maryland healthcare plans but can be added for an additional cost. C. Dental and vision services are included only for individuals under the age of 18 in Maryland healthcare plans. D. Maryland healthcare plans always include dental and vision coverage for all individuals, regardless of age. Answer: B. Dental and vision services are typically excluded from Maryland healthcare plans but can be added for an additional cost. Explanation: dental and vision coverage is generally not included in most basic healthcare plans in Maryland. However, they can be purchased separately or added as supplemental benefits for an additional premium. These services are typically not required by law to be included in standard healthcare plans, though some plans may offer them as part of a larger benefits package. Option A is incorrect because dental and vision services are not automatically included in all healthcare plans. Option C is incorrect because dental and vision coverage is not limited to individuals under the age of 18. Option D is incorrect because not all healthcare plans in Maryland provide dental and vision coverage. Question 17. Question on employer-sponsored health insurance. Which of the following statements is true regarding employer-sponsored health insurance in Maryland? A. Employers in Maryland are required to offer health insurance to all full-time employees, regardless of company size. B. Employers with fewer than 50 employees in Maryland are required to offer health insurance to full-time employees. C. Employers with 50 or more employees in Maryland are required to offer health insurance to full-time employees or face penalties. D. Employers in Maryland are not required to provide health insurance under any circumstances. Answer: C. Employers with 50 or more employees in Maryland are required to offer health insurance to full-time employees or face penalties. Explanation: under the Affordable Care Act, employers with 50 or more full-time employees are required to offer affordable health insurance to their full-time workers or face potential penalties. This is known as the employer mandate. Employers with fewer than 50 employees are not required to provide health insurance, though many choose to do so. Option is incorrect because only larger employers, 50 or more employees, are required to offer health insurance. Option B is incorrect because the mandate only applies to employers with 50 or more employees. Option D is incorrect because employers with more than 50 employees are legally required to provide health insurance. Question 18. Scenario-based question on insurance fraud. Maria has just received a bill from her healthcare insurer indicating a large balance that she does not believe is correct. Upon reviewing her medical records, she realizes that the insurer has been billed for services she did not receive. What should Maria do next according to Maryland's laws on insurance fraud? A. Maria should immediately pay the bill to avoid further complications and then dispute it later. B. Maria should report the issue to the Maryland Insurance Administration (MIA) and the insurer for investigation. C. Maria should contact the provider directly and ask them to correct the billing error without involving the insurer. D. Maria should ignore the bill as the insurer is responsible for correcting any fraudulent charges. Answer. B. Maria should report the issue to the Maryland Insurance Administration (MIA) and the insurer for investigation. Explanation. If Maria suspects insurance fraud, she should immediately report it to both the insurer and the Maryland Insurance Administration (MIA). The MIA is responsible for investigating claims of insurance fraud and ensuring that insurers comply with state laws. Ignoring the issue or paying the bill without addressing the fraud could lead to legal or financial consequences for Maria. Option is incorrect because paying the bill would not resolve the fraud and could be detrimental. Option C is incorrect because directly contacting the provider may not be sufficient without involving the insurer and the MIA. Option D is incorrect because ignoring the issue would not help resolve the fraud. Question 19. Question on essential health benefits. Which of the following services is included as part of the essential health benefits under Maryland's health insurance plans? A. Cosmetic surgery is always covered as part of the essential health benefits. B. Emergency services are included as part of the essential health benefits in all Maryland health insurance plans. C. Long-term care services are always covered as part of the essential health benefits. D. Only mental health services are included as part of the essential health benefits in Maryland health plans. Answer. B. Emergency services are included as part of the essential health benefits in all Maryland health insurance plans. Explanation. The Essential Health Benefits, a package under the Affordable Care Act, includes a set of 10 categories of services that must be covered by all health plans offered in Maryland, including emergency services. This category is designed to ensure that individuals have access to necessary care when an emergency arises, regardless of network or location. Option is incorrect because cosmetic surgery is typically not covered under ABS unless medically necessary. Option C is incorrect because long-term care services are not included as part of the ABS. Option D is incorrect because mental health services are only one part of the essential health benefits, not the entirety. Question 20. Question on Medicare Advantage plans. Which of the following is a feature of Medicare Advantage Part C plans in Maryland? A. Medicare Advantage plans are standalone plans and do not include coverage for prescription drugs. B. Medicare Advantage plans combine the coverage of Medicare Part A and Part B and often include additional benefits like vision and dental. C. Medicare Advantage plans are available only to individuals who are under the age of 65. D. Medicare Advantage plans do not cover any out-of-network services under any circumstances. Answer. B. Medicare Advantage plans combine the coverage of Medicare Part A and Part B and often include additional benefits like vision and dental. Explanation. Medicare Advantage Part C plans are offered by private insurance companies and combine the coverage of Medicare Part A with hospital insurance and Part B medical insurance. In addition to these basic services, Medicare Advantage plans often include additional benefits such as vision, dental, and hearing coverage. Some plans also include prescription drug coverage. Part D. Option is incorrect because many Medicare Advantage plans do include prescription drug coverage. Option C is incorrect because Medicare Advantage plans are available to individuals who are 65 or older and also to some individuals under 65 who have disabilities. Option D is incorrect because many Medicare Advantage plans offer out-of-network coverage, though it may be more expensive. Question 21. Question on health savings accounts 8SA. Which of the following is a key feature of a health savings account 8SA in Maryland? A. HSAS are available to individuals regardless of whether they have a high deductible health per AHP. HSAS allow individuals to pay for healthcare expenses with pre-tax dollars and carry over unused funds year to year. C. HSAS can only be used for emergency medical expenses, not for routine healthcare costs. D. HSAS are only available to people who are enrolled in employer-sponsored health plans in Maryland. Answer. B. HSAS allow individuals to pay for healthcare expenses with pre-tax dollars and carry over unused funds year to year. Explanation. Health savings accounts (HSAS) are designed to help individuals with high deductible health plan years save for medical expenses. The key advantage of an HSA is that the money contributed to the account is tax deductible and the funds can be carried over year to year. HSA can be used for a variety of medical expenses, not just emergency costs. Option is incorrect because HSAS are only available to individuals enrolled EHPS. Option C is incorrect because HSAS can be used for both emergency and routine medical expenses. Option D is incorrect because HSAS are not limited to employer-sponsored plans. They are available to individual wishes. Question 22. Question on Medicaid eligibility in Maryland. Which of the following statements about Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is true? A. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is based solely on income regardless of other factors such as age or disability. B. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland does not depend on whether an applicant is a U.S. citizen as long as they are a legal resident. C. All individuals in Maryland who are eligible for Medicare are automatically eligible for Medicaid. D. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is determined through a complex process taking into account income, family size, and other factors. Answer D. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is determined through a complex process taking into account income, family size, and other factors. Explanation. Medicaid eligibility in Maryland is determined by a variety of factors including income, household size, disability status, and other criteria. Applicants must meet specific requirements to qualify. While income is a key factor, eligibility also depends on other considerations such as age, pregnancy, disability, or household size. Option is incorrect because Medicaid eligibility is not based solely on income. Option B is incorrect because U.S. citizenship or legal residency is a requirement for Medicaid eligibility. Option C is incorrect because not everyone who is eligible for Medicare is automatically eligible for Medicaid. There are additional eligibility criteria for Medicaid. Question 23. Scenario-based question on coordination of benefits. David has two health insurance plans, one through his employer and one through his spouse's employer. David needs to undergo medical procedure and both insurance plans will cover some of the costs. What should David do to ensure his benefits are coordinated properly? A. David should choose the insurance plan with the lowest deductible and disregard the other plan. B. David should submit the claim to both insurance providers and let them coordinate which plan will pay first. C. David should only use the insurance plan that is secondary to avoid overusing coverage. D. David should refuse to use both insurance plans and only use one to avoid confusion. Answer. B. David should submit the claim to both insurance providers and let them coordinate which plan will pay first. Explanation. When an individual has multiple health insurance plans, the plans must coordinate to ensure that no more than 100% of the cost is paid. The primary insurance plan will pay first and the secondary plan will cover additional costs if applicable. David should submit claims to both insurers to allow for proper coordination. Option is incorrect because selecting just one plan could lead to underpayment of the medical costs. Option C is incorrect because David should allow the insurance companies to coordinate, not manually determine which plan to use. Option D is incorrect because both insurance plans should be used to maximize coverage and minimize out-of-pocket expenses. Question 24. Question on the Affordable Care Act account. Which of the following is a requirement under the Affordable Care Act account that affects health insurance plans in Maryland? A. Health insurance plans must offer coverage for all healthcare services with no exceptions. B. Health insurance plans must include coverage for essential health benefits, but certain exclusions are allowed. C. The account mandates that all health insurance plans in Maryland must provide coverage for all experimental treatments. D. All health insurance plans in Maryland are required to have an out-of-pocket maximum for covered benefits. Answer. B. Health insurance plans must include coverage for essential health benefits, but certain exclusions are allowed. Explanation. The Affordable Care Act (ACAP) requires that all health insurance plans cover a set of essential health benefits aids, including services such as emergency services, hospitalization, mental health services, prescription drugs, and preventive services. However, there are some exclusions allowed based on the specific plan type. Option is incorrect because not all healthcare services are covered under the ACA. Only aids are required. Option C is incorrect because the ACAN does not mandate coverage for experimental treatments. Option D is incorrect because while ACAP plans must have out-of-pocket maximums, not all plans are required to have one for every service. Question 25. Question on consumer protection laws in healthcare insurance. Which of the following actions would violate Maryland's consumer protection laws in healthcare insurance? A. An insurance agent explains health plans coverage in clear and transparent manner to potential client. B. An insurer denies claim for coverage that is clearly stated in the policy. C. Health insurance provider offers discount to customers who refer friends to purchase policies. D. An insurer charges different premiums based solely on person's race or gender. Answer: D. An insurer charges different premiums based solely on a person's race or gender. Explanation: Maryland's consumer protection laws, as well as federal regulations such as the Affordable Care Act (ACAP), prohibit insurers from discriminating based on race, gender, or other protected characteristics when determining premiums. This is known as unfair discrimination and is illegal. Option is lawful practice that aligns with consumer protection standards. Option B is incorrect because insurers are required to pay claims in accordance with the terms outlined in the policy. Option C is generally acceptable as long as it does not constitute an unethical or misleading practice. Question 26. Question on premium rates and rating factors. Which of the following factors can be used by insurers to determine premium rates for individual health insurance policies in Maryland? A. The individual's age, health status, and gender can influence premium rates. B. An individual's geographic location has no impact on their premium rates. C. Insurance premiums can be based solely on an applicant's medical history and current health status. D. Insurers can charge higher premiums to individuals who smoke, regardless of their overall health. Answer A. The individual's age, health status, and gender can influence premium rates. Explanation: in Maryland, as with the rest of the United States, health insurers are allowed to base premiums on a variety of factors, including age and health status, but are prohibited from charging higher premiums solely based on an individual's gender or medical history, except for specific circumstances. E.g., smoking. While the ACAP prohibits insurers from using gender as primary rating factor, it does allow for age-related variations in premiums. Option B is incorrect because geographic location can impact premiums due to regional differences in healthcare costs. Option C is incorrect because insurers cannot solely rely on an applicant's medical history for premium calculations, thanks to ACAR regulations. Option D is incorrect because smoking status can affect premiums, but insurers cannot penalize applicants based solely on single factor like smoking. Question 27. Question on coordination of benefits. When two health insurance plans are in place, which of the following is typically considered the primary insurance plan? A. The plan that has been in place the longest. B. The plan that the individual has through their employer. C. The plan that covers the individual as a dependent. D. The plan that provides the best coverage in terms of benefits. Answer A. The plan that has been in place the longest. Explanation: in the case of multiple health insurance plans, the primary plan is generally determined by the rules of coordination of benefits (COB). In most cases, the plan that has been in effect for the longest is considered the primary plan. This ensures that benefits are coordinated and that the primary plan pays first, with the secondary plan covering additional expenses. Option B is incorrect because the type of plan, employer-sponsored versus other, does not automatically determine which is primary. Option C is incorrect because dependency status does not affect the primary plan. Option D is incorrect because coverage benefits are not used to determine which plan is primary. Question 28. Question on Medicaid managed care programs. Which of the following is true regarding Medicaid managed care programs in Maryland? A. Medicaid managed care programs are required to cover emergency services and hospitalization but may limit access to specialty care. B. Medicaid managed care programs are optional for all individuals and are not required for Medicaid beneficiaries. C. Medicaid managed care programs in Maryland provide unrestricted access to any healthcare provider of choice. D. Medicaid managed care programs only cover emergency services and basic healthcare needs, excluding mental health services. Answer A. Medicaid managed care programs are required to cover emergency services and hospitalization but may limit access to specialty care. Explanation. Medicaid managed care programs in Maryland are designed to provide comprehensive care to Medicaid recipients while focusing on controlling costs and improving care coordination. These programs typically cover emergency services and hospitalization, but they may limit access to non-emergency specialty care or require referrals. Option is correct because Medicaid managed care programs often have limitations on non-emergency services and specialty care, as managed care focuses on coordinating care to reduce costs. Option B is incorrect because Medicaid managed care programs are mandatory for most Medicaid beneficiaries in Maryland, though some exceptions exist. Option C is incorrect because Medicaid managed care typically does not allow unrestricted access to healthcare providers. Instead, beneficiaries must use a network of approved providers. Option D is incorrect because Medicaid managed care programs provide more than just emergency and basic care. They also cover a variety of services, including mental health services. Question 29. Question on health insurance marketplaces in Maryland. Which of the following is true about the Maryland Health Connection, the state's health insurance marketplace? A. The Maryland Health Connection only allows individuals to purchase health insurance during the annual open enrollment period. B. The Maryland Health Connection is only available to individuals who meet low-income requirements. C. The Maryland Health Connection provides health insurance plans with no out-of-pocket costs. D. The Maryland Health Connection helps individuals determine eligibility for Medicaid and offers subsidies for qualifying individuals. Answer D. The Maryland Health Connection helps individuals determine eligibility for Medicaid and offers subsidies for qualifying individuals. Explanation. The Maryland Health Connection is the state's health insurance marketplace where individuals can purchase insurance and apply for Medicaid. The marketplace provides subsidies to help those who qualify based on income, and it also helps determine eligibility for Medicaid. Option is incorrect because the marketplace operates year-round for Medicaid and special enrollment periods, not just during the annual open enrollment. Option B is incorrect because the marketplace is available to anyone, regardless of income, although subsidies are provided to lower-income individuals. Option C is incorrect because insurance plans on the marketplace may have out-of-pocket costs depending on the plan selected. Question 30. Question on employer-sponsored health insurance. Which of the following is a requirement for an employer-sponsored health insurance plan in Maryland? A. The employer must cover all healthcare costs for its employees. B. The employer must offer health insurance to employees working at least 30 hours per week. C. The employer must provide health insurance to all employees, regardless of part-time or full-time status. D. Employers must offer health insurance only to employees who meet certain income requirements. Answer B. The employer must offer health insurance to employees working at least 30 hours per week. Explanation. Under the Affordable Care Act, ACAT, and Maryland state law, employers with 50 or more full-time equivalent employees must offer health insurance to employees who work 30 hours per week or more. This is a key provision to ensure that workers have access to healthcare coverage. Option is incorrect because employers are not required to cover all healthcare costs, and they must offer health insurance and contribute to the premiums, but employees may still have out-of-pocket expenses. Option C is incorrect because part-time employees working fewer than 30 hours per week are not required to be offered employer-sponsored insurance. Option D is incorrect because employers are not required to base eligibility on employee income for providing health insurance.